Peace has finally arrived after a long time away. Yet Arthur's heart is ill at ease. Nevertheless, Arthur finds himself in Camelyard. Arthur tries his best to forget his painful past. Rife with fateful connections and conflicts. However, rejecting your past is often a futile and dangerous endeavour.
Your Majesty, I saw your banner on approach. I am Princess Guinevere, acting ruler of Camelyard.
Thank you for your warm welcome. I am indeed King Arthur Pendragon of Camelot. A pleasure to meet you.
And that will do for pageantry. What business brings you to Camelyard?
I have been pursuing an enchantress by the name of Morgan. I heard tale that there were those using dark magic here. She may be involved.
Excuse me, Your Majesty. We may have an issue with heretics, but that is a problem for Camelyard to solve. Camelot is our ally, but our matters remain our own.
Perhaps we started off on the wrong footing here.
What has you in such a state?
There are no soldiers at Serpenti's base. It's as if they vanished into thin air.
When was this confirmed? Were the posts abandoned? Signs of a struggle?
Things were fine until last night's shift change. We returned to the ruins today and they were just empty.
Do you know the importance of... We must... I must compose myself. Nicholas!
Right here. I overheard the situation, Your Highness. I will go with you.
I offer my assistance in this matter, if you'll have it.
I will allow it, but you must defer to my judgment. Camelyard is an independent nation, and this is our land.
Lead the way, Princess.
Are you all right? Where are your parents?
Likely shocked silent by the presence of a noble. Do not bother yourself. This is Fairland Village.
A quaint and ideal little plot of land.
Their main trade is mushrooms, which grow in spots where the Fays have come and gone.
It seems peaceful. but the villagers may reveal some truths.
Oh? What brings you to speak to a simple man as myself, your highness? As quiet as a still sea round here. You heard of troubles elsewhere?
Heretics? Nah, none here. Never passed by, never even seen him.
An odd thing to be so certain of.
Oh, a bit overdressed, aren't you? Nothing fancy happening in this village.
Hey! This is the princess. Mind your manners.
Stop, Nicholas. He doesn't seem to know anything.
The mood of the village isn't just quiet, it's silent. Something seems off about it.
Perhaps it's just a boring small village of no importance.
No, I suspect Arthur is correct. With how close we are to the royal castle, it's impossible they're this ignorant of goings-on. This is suspicious. You again? Do you live in this village, little one?
Too much.
You'll have to speak up. Don't be afraid.
Your Highness, something seems off.
Be careful. Bad people.
No return to the abyss, but no one can stop Rience's grand design.
Rience? So his dark magic still plagues us, then?
Not an old friend, I take it.
He was once the royal mage of Camelyard, but it came to light that he had committed acts of unspeakable evil. He was awaiting execution, but he managed to escape, then vanish. He experimented with ancient black magic to mutate humans into different organisms. Countless innocent lives were sacrificed. It was a dark time.
That does sound like a talent which would catch Morgan's eye.
Child, do you know what happened to the villagers? To your family?
Strange ones took them. Scary ones. Bad ones. Took them to the Fountain of Fays.
They were taken alive? We must hurry, or the fate they face will be worse than we can fathom. Live victims can only mean that Rience has resumed his vile experiments.
Hail and well met. I am Lancelot, an humble servant of the Summer Court.
What brings you to Camelyard?
As your Highness is aware, Camelyard has been home to many fays throughout the ages. However, the connection to the fays here has faded. Perhaps it may have been lost altogether, and Vivian is gravely concerned.
Missing soldiers, disturbed fays, and now this fog. What dark plotting could be going on?
Darkness is indeed spreading. I worry. As though I feel the magic of the Fae from the fog, there are none in sight. Your Majesty, Your Highness, I would like to accompany you. I believe our concerns are shared, and so any hope of victory shall require all help at hand.
This isn't for me to decide. How do you feel about this, Your Highness?
It is not a poor occasion to have an extra friend by our side. Thank you, Sir Lancelot.
It is my deepest honor.
Heretics. They seem to have been performing some sort of ritual.
Exactly what kind of people are these cloaked zealots?
In this region, there remain those who worship Crom Cruach, an ancient god who oppressed humanity in ages past. Pushed too far, mankind pushed back, fiercely. Crom Cruach's bodily remains were divided and sealed in separate places. Part of those remains are hidden within Camelyard. Worshippers of Crom Cruach make frequent pilgrimages here in search of his remains, and of course, trouble follows with them. We have been watching them as closely as we could. Upsettingly, their numbers have only grown. They've recently caused problems both inside and outside the castle.
No doubt it is some of those troubles and problems which caught the attention of my own court.
You fools!
The price for interrupting our secret ritual is death!
What terrible beasts! Surely they do not come from your lands.
There are animals with magical powers in these lands, but they obey no man and do not have forms as terrible as those ones.
There is no nature to those creatures. They are corruptions of flesh.
I agree. It feels abnormal, as if someone pieced them together using magic.
Could that be possible? Perhaps we had merely never seen the wicked things before.
I cannot imagine what dark shadows would have hidden them. Regardless, we must keep moving. Your Majesty, perhaps you recognize these two statues?
I am ashamed to say I do not, as this is my first time in Camelyard. Will you enlighten me?
These statues immortalize two heroes who rose up against the ancient gods to usher in a new era for humankind. One is Peredir, the hero who led the rebellion, and the other is his confidant and companion, Gwenhwyvar, the founding mother of Camelyard.
Peredir is indeed familiar to me.
They won their war, but the pair were fated to not return together. Gwenhwyvar traveled alone, founded Camelyard, and spent the remainder of her life here.
Seems a tragic tale.
But not without romance. This is now a popular destination for young couples in Camelyard seeking the same eternal love that these two shared while apart.
Never-ending devotion is indeed a treasure some would travel the world for.
Speaking of travels, we should be off.
fog is too dense. I'm losing the path in it.
As expected, this fog was created by Fey magic. I doubt we will be able to pass through it. Fey spells can only be broken by a Fey. We must find one nearby and ask what is going on. Fortunately, I can sense it hasn't been long since whomever cast this spell passed through. There is Fey dust swirling in the air. We must follow it.
One more move and it'll be your last.
I am baffled and befuddled by your brutishness.
You! What are you doing to the Forest Fey, your own kind?
This doesn't concern humans. My kind shall survive all the horrors yours will fall to.
Such wickedness. Arthur, shall we show this creature the might of man?
I could be persuaded to give a lesson in manners.
Thank you, kind knight. You must be Lancelot. You've brought us help, yes?
That is the hope. Things here seemed dire. Can you tell me what has happened?
Some humans have been buying captured Fays from the Redcaps. And Redcaps know very well where to find hiding Fays. I cast a barrier of fog to try and take cover, but I was a little too late.
Your kind are being bought and sold? We shall bring the justice of our kingdoms upon the foul traders.
Please, yes. There are still those who remain captured. Save my friend before they're taken somewhere else. I will lift the fog barrier to the north.
As you clear the path, so shall we follow along it.
I cast this barrier here with my friend, though it appears that it was not enough. Once my friend is freed, we'll be able to lift the barrier through here as well. Please do all you can to help. If you take the northern route, you'll catch up with them soon.
What? Humans? These ones are already spoken for. We won't sell them to you.
We look not to buy, but to make you pay the price for your sins.
I'll spare your life in exchange for the truth. Who's been buying the Fays?
He is a beast! A devil! Help! Help!
Enough! I'll let you live if you tell me the truth.
I can never break the trust of my clients. I'd never tell you of the mage who offered me money for Fays. I'd never tell you that he was reviving a woman deep inside the ruins and needed Fays for the magic. Certainly not.
Lucky thing you said not a word then. Since we are left to guess at your client, may I conjure the name Riance?
I doubt there is another wizard in Camelyard who would use living beings to power a spell. What do you think he's up to?
Dark deeds, to be sure. Let us freeze the Fays, and then make our way to him.
Thank you, thank you.
Are you hurt? Your friend is waiting near the southern pillar.
Not so wounded that I cannot help those who helped me. I'll hurry over.
Let's follow along. All of the roads are now open. We've been delayed too long. Let us hurry to the base at the ruined village. It's as they said. It's as if everyone vanished into thin air.
Such vast facilities. This is quite a staggeringly stocked base.
Was this massive an army truly needed to guard these ancient ruins?
What I tell you, I say only because of how dire our situation is. It must remain a secret. Sealed here are the partial remains of Crom Cruach I spoke of earlier. This dangerous truth is known only by a select few, even within our royal family. As far as the soldiers know, they are simply guarding ancient royal ruins. It is for this reason that I could not explain fully when Your Majesty first came to us. However, now that it is clear they are after Crom Cruach's remains, I have no choice but to ask the two of you for your aid.
You need not ask. It is given freely.
I know very well what would happen if the ancient gods were to be released. I too offer all I can.
My kingdom thanks you. There may be clues here, so let's search the village some more. There!
Heretics!
What is that?
You've come this far, but you'll go no further. Surrender is your only hope.
I tire of slaying these monsters. Face me yourselves. It's dangerous. Stay back.
No, no, this is... That's Mommy and Daddy. They still recognize me.
Mommy and Daddy? Fate save us and gods keep us.
This is Rience's magic. If so, that means the captured villagers have also... Oh. Oh no.
Do not lose hope. Though all seems dark, we shall live to see the dawn.
The people, they were all taken into the ruins.
Blast and damnation. The way is blocked.
Your Highness, why don't we use the secret royal passage? Is this not a worthy emergency?
Normally, only Camelliard's royal family may use it. But with so many lives at stake... This is the stone chamber where the Eye of Crom Cruach is interred. My ancestors attempted to destroy the Eye countless times due to the catastrophe that would ensue were it ever to be used to resurrect Crom Cruach. But it is said that no weapon nor magic was able to damage it at all. That is why our only choice was to keep it hidden here for so long under constant guard. Beyond that door is a path to the deepest part of the ruins, a palace where the old gods once resided. It is deserted now. Halt at once! Your evil has no place in this realm. All heretic soldiers shall be arrested, and your prisoners shall be released.
No, I think not, Princess Guinevere. These people are the seeds that will be sown throughout all of Britain to resurrect Crom Cruach. Not a single one of my crop will be reaped in vain. Why not join the harvest yourselves? It is the best thing you can do for this world.
Hurry and free the captives!
Go now! Run from this place and do not look back!
We've freed everyone in this area. Do you think there's more?
I'll go check and see if there's more inside.
Rience is nowhere to be seen.
I wanted to make a more grand entrance. How often does one host royals, Your Highness?
Devil!
Flattered. Have you seen my works of art? They're nearly complete, though, thanks to Your Highness, I had to take quite the detour. Someone wanted what's here rather dearly, so good manners demanded that I had no choice but to return.
Morgan!
She doubtless seeks the eye of Crom Cruach.
Such an odd thing to seek, given that it's already in her possession.
You must swear to keep your promise.
What promise? Nicholas? You traitor!
Sadly, I can't let you follow him, but I can offer you the glory of becoming a part of my experiment. No, 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 no. This is not at all how it should be. I need more time, more useful ingredients. I will make sure to return this humiliation when next we meet.
Don't you dare run away! Face me, coward!
Poison! Hold your breath!
Damn it! Rience! Nicholas! It is lost. I have failed everything. I have failed both the safety of my people and my royal duties.
Your Highness.
The circumstances are not in our favor, but this isn't over yet. Now that we know Morgan is involved, we must quickly decide how to proceed.
Speeches are all well and good, but it is in action we have failed this day.
A temporary setback, Your Highness. I shall return to Camelot. There is much I must discuss with Merlin. I know the weight you carry for your people. It is for them you must not focus on the loss today brings, but on the victory tomorrow promises.
More sweet words from such a tested warrior. You have the heart of a king, Arthur.
And you, the grace of a goddess, Your Highness. We shall not be apart long. I shall return. Is this Kardul?
Kardul.
What bothers you, Caliban? I don't know. Something seems off.
Hey! Hey, you! This place isn't safe for outsiders.
What's happening here?
Strangers have set fire to the forest south of here. Everything's in chaos. If you don't need to be here, you best be on your way.
If you're hurt, go to the village. Those who can fight, grab a weapon.
Aye, aye.
Are you done running away now? I see you've gathered an army of one-armed old men and dumb farmers. Such courage.
I assume you are the Duskhoods.
And you would be assuming right, mate. Now, time for you to be on your merry way.
Is anyone hurt?
Everyone's fine, sir.
I need to catch my breath. Thank you, all of you. We would have faced great peril without your aid. Which order of knights do you serve?
I am Arthur Pendragon of Camelot, and I'm glad to be of assistance.
Pendragon? Forgive my ignorance, Your Majesty. I had no idea.
Think nothing of it. More importantly, what is happening here?
A strange army has appeared near Kardul Forest, burning villages and slaying all they encounter.
An army?
Yes,
but nothing like you have ever seen. They resemble fish, but speak like humans and wield weapons.
I fear you and your villagers won't be able to handle these strange foes alone. I will call forth reinforcements from Camelot. Is there one of you quick-footed and brave enough to take a message? Thank you. Go to Camelot Castle, find Kay or Merlin, and tell them to bring soldiers to Cardule with haste. Now, sitting and waiting accomplishes nothing. I'm going to scout the forest. Is there anyone who can assist me?
I'll join you, sire. My name is Bedivere, and although I may not be a knight, I can fight.
Anyone else?
I'll come. My name is Sarah.
She can be trusted and will be of help.
Right then. Bedivere, Sarah, let us go. This bridge is a real sword. How did one so large come to be?
Legend says it is from a battle between the old gods.
Such hateful gods, so despicable and evil.
Caliburn? What does the legend say about this place?
I was told that this is where a tremendous battle was fought by a great dragon called Caliburn, who was at war with the old gods. It has been said that Caliburn fought 5 gods alone. 2 were reduced to ash, and 1 died of vicious bites before Caliburn succumbed to exhaustion and capture.
Did you say Caliburn?
Yes. What happened after isn't clear, but one of the defeated gods dropped his sword, and generations later we use it as a bridge. Although I know all this sounds fantastical and unreal, over yonder lies proof in the form of a giant's skull.
Caliburn must have known about this place.
Although it has been thousands of years, I have never forgotten that day.
At ease, Caliburn. There is no one here at the moment.
Alas, you only believe that to be true.
Is this a village?
It used to be a village. They've burned everything.
What do you think happened to those who couldn't escape?
I'd rather not think of their fates.
Oh! Bedivere! Look over there!
You there!
Is that the army of monsters?
Let's get them and kill those who resist!
Why are you here?
What are you plotting?
What is this about, Rians? Are you wasting your time again?
Akalon. This is Arthur, the one who spoiled my plans in Camelot.
Nonsense. You're just making a big deal out of an old man and a kid.
But, Akalon...
I'll tolerate your clumsy magic experiment, but only for as long as you complete your mission. You! Kill those bastards! We will continue our work!
Where in the world did they come from?
That I do not know. But I've never seen anything of the like.
Your Majesty, do you know the mage Rians?
A wicked man, known to be obsessed with evil mysticism. He transmogrifies humans and animals, turning them into monsters.
Then do you suppose those monsters are Rians' creations?
His monsters are much more crude and unseemly. Results such as these would be difficult with his skills. He is the wickedest of men. One who turns living people into monsters. He will pay for his sins.
Now that we've crossed the cliffs, what do you feel should be our next move?
We need to scout the areas where our enemy may be. Any ideas?
There's a fairly large open field to the south of the forest. There's a good chance they're camped there.
Then we will try there.
You! Where are you going? This is our camp, so you best be turning back.
What?
What could the three of you do? You'll end up as Rians' test subjects, and that'll be the end of you. Don't be a nuisance. Get lost. Would you be the one Rians has been making such a fuss about? Are you the king of Camelot?
What if I am?
Chasing villagers with no army really isn't well suited to my tastes, so I thank you. I am Fingal, King of Vale. Now, let us engage in combat. Finally, a real fight. You? I like you. Let us do it again.
He hasn't taken any damage at all. He's more monster than man.
The King of Vale, you say? Is it your army that's taken over?
Well, we're not alone. The armies of all 5 islands have come to Britain.
And are you the leader of these 5 armies?
The 5 islands have 5 kings, which is quite unfortunate for you lot. Damn, an interruption. Just when things were starting to become enjoyable. Be gone, before this gets annoying. We will assuredly fight again soon.
What exactly are you saying, Fingal?
It's no fun to win by numbers. If they see you, I'll have to act my part as king. So, go, before I change my mind.
Let us retreat for now, Your Majesty. This is where I used to live. It's nothing fancy, but let us rest here. Sarah, are you all right?
It's been a while since we were last here.
Have you known each other long?
I believe about a year or so.
I arrived here as a wanderer. I didn't have a place to sleep or anything to eat, but he took me in. I am forever indebted.
Were you fleeing from war?
We don't ask wanderers about their pasts here. In times like these, everyone has their reasons.
That was rude of me. My apologies. Let us get some rest and then plan our next steps.
Those are the remains of Tyr.
That story from before, was that yours?
Yes, I fought here, and I lost here. I bit clean through Tyr's neck, but fell to Crom Cruach's poison. My body was then ripped apart, my soul trapped inside this cursed sword.
It was Crom Cruach who trapped you in there.
Yes, the root of my curse and the source of this hatred.
But Crom Cruach is no longer here. There's no opportunity for vengeance. What is here is only a fragment of his sealed body.
I disagree with your assessment, and soon you'll figure out why. Don't you forget, our agreement has yet to end.
Are you all right?
It's nothing. Don't concern yourself. Are there the remains of a dragon or a large snake nearby?
I know not how you know, but in the open field we scouted earlier, there is an ancient ruin known as the Dragon's Mouth.
If our enemies are camped there, that must be it. Will you lead the way? That may be why our enemies attacked.
I'm not sure I agree, but indeed I will take you there.
Are you going to the enemy camp? What about that mage, Rians?
There are too many enemies for a full assault. I will use stealth in order to observe them. It will be fraught with danger, so you best stay here.
No, I'll come with you.
Then we leave before dawn. We need to travel further south on the path taken earlier.
Their guard presence is formidable. Is there a way to do this silently or another way in to consider?
No, it's shaped like a jar, and there seems to be no alternate routes.
The guards aren't monsters.
They are the bandits known to many as the Dusk Hoods, infamous in their capacity for causing trouble.
I'm all too familiar with the scoundrels. Who is their current leader?
They're known for being duplicitous, so I'm sure we can work something out. Leave them to me? I doubt their presence here is due to an ironclad loyalty. A simple bribe may do.
That's amazing. I believe it worked.
It cost less than I expected. They took the money and just disappeared.
That could have been dangerous. Please avoid any further recklessness.
Indeed. That was a bold scheme.
Although there are no guards at the entrance, best keep your wits about you.
Of course. Sir Bedivere, guide me to the Dragon's Mouth.
I am far from being a knight, Your Majesty.
This is definitely the place. Ferdir's
There is a door I fear is enchanted. I tried to break it with spells and a hammer, but nothing will move it.
Yes, of course. This door can be opened only by the Master of Excalibur.
How can it be?
Although I've witnessed some of this sword's magic, it still truly mystifies me.
By now, I thought there to be little in this world left to amaze me.
We know not what lies inside. Wait here or return to the cabin.
Going alone would surely be a bad decision. I'm coming.
As am I.
So be it. I have neither the time nor the energy to argue the matter. I have seen the layout of this room before. I believe we must manipulate these artifacts in order to open the door.
It's open!
Let's go, but take caution and be wary of our surroundings.
This is it!
The heart?
I thought at the least it would have been stored somewhere like the Eye of Crom Cruach was. We need to destroy it, lest it fall into the wrong hands.
Crom Cruach.
Caliban! Calm yourself!
I want revenge. You could live 1,000 lifetimes and I'd still crave it.
Caliban!
The stone chamber is collapsing. We must leave.
What's happening?
There's no time to explain. Go!
We can't leave through the way we came!
I don't know where this door will take us, but it looks to be outside.
dig too slow. How are you any better than those bandits?
This would be faster had you not sent the soldiers to round up test fodder.
What did you say? Oh, have you come to help us dig? How kind of you. Sarah, why are you here with them?
Sarah?
My dear apprentice, I know not why you left me, but I stand relieved that you've chosen to return.
I'm not your apprentice, you monster!
Monster? No, no, no. We are accomplices. Now, what did you see there? Tell me!
A heart. There was a massive heart.
How fortuitous. They found the stone chamber. Cormac, come take these fools. Sarah, you and I will be talking later.
It was quite a reckless plan, but even this is a bit unexpected.
We must escape. They cannot get their hands on the heart.
I do hope Sarah is all right. I'm finding it hard to believe she was once Rience's apprentice.
It's clear there's little affection left between them. Sarah, you're safe.
Even after all of that, you were worried and not angry with me?
It's clear to all that you're not fond of him.
Thank you. And yes, as he mentioned, I was once his apprentice. He terrorized us, used fear to keep all the apprentices in line. If one refused to be a part of his dark experiments, they became a subject.
That can't be.
Given the choice between being a monster or being turned into one, I fled to Kardul. When I saw how unafraid your majesty was of Rience, I realized he's not some unstoppable monster. Just a rotten and cowardly joke of a man. But the moment I faced him, I froze. Pathetic, right?
Understandable, and far from pathetic.
Although he is preoccupied with the stone chamber, he'll likely want to torment Sarah again. It's time to leave.
I will not run. I will face him.
Well then, might as well hit him where it will hurt the most.
Indeed. And we must do it now.
Why now?
We know not their plans for Crom Cruach's heart. We can't leave it here.
I'm ready, Your Majesty.
Well, this promises to be interesting.
As has everything so far. Expect nothing less.
What? How did you get out?
Rience, what have you done with Crom Cruach's heart?
The lands of Kardul were a treasure trove, full of legendary beasts, godly remains, and fays with unimaginable powers. And still, there was nothing even remotely as powerful here as the heart of Crom Cruach. But who has taken it? The completion of my research was just within reach.
I knew you had ulterior motives, Rience. I had my trusted servants move the heart already. Soon it shall be delivered to Morgan.
No.
You incompetent worm. You've done nothing but take credit while our enemies did all the work. You dare to scheme against the cause? You were all but nuisances to Morgan. Time to die. stronger than I thought. But I refuse to die like this. There is still much to be done.
Damn it! I've lost it!
We must hurry out. Your Majesty, Sarah!
Is it just you? Are Akalon and Rience dead?
Akalon has fled, and Rience is likely dead. What will you do now?
Client or no client, a contract is still a contract. I can't just let you go.
Ah, the King of Camelot! I knew you'd still be alive. Seems Britain's forces have already surrounded the forest. When on earth did you manage to call in reinforcements?
They've arrived earlier than expected. Could it be Cain?
Cormac! Seems like getting out of here will require something like a fight to the death.
Since our client has departed, I see no reason for us to wage an all-out battle in the dark night of the forest. Let us now settle this, king to king. Victor leaves the forest. Loser submits to his demands.
You want me to give you a reason to step away? It's not a bad suggestion.
Well then, as much as I'd love to take part, I shall serve as witness to this duel. You defeated Cormac! Impressive. Very impressive indeed.
Why does that seem to delight you so? Nevertheless, it is true. You win, Arthur Pendragon.
Arthur, are you all right?
I'm fine. Tell me, how did you get here so fast?
Merlin grew anxious after you left and asked me to bring the army to you. I ran into your messenger near Cardour.
Merlin?
All this catch-up is indeed quite pleasant. But there is business to take care of. What's the plan?
Among the armies of the 5 islands, the forces of Ireland will withdraw from Britain unconditionally. I ask that you let my men go.
Seeing as how your forces have already invaded Britain, we are still at war. Allowing a retreat based solely on your word is too great of a risk.
I will guarantee his promise.
You expect me to trust my enemy based on the guarantee of my other enemy? Madness!
Oh, do not just take me at my word. I offer myself up as your hostage. A king's promise, guaranteed with the life of a king. Is that good enough?
When stated as such, I admit it is hard to say no. I agree to your offer. King Cormac, take your men and Fingal's army, leave Britain immediately. And if there's any looting or damage along the way, it will be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly.
Our departure will be without event. Thank you, Fingal.
Serve your king well. His risked his very life for you. Sir Bedivere, I thank you for your assistance and bravery.
Thank you, Your Majesty, but again, I am no knight.
Then come to Camelot. I need knights such as yourself.
Your Majesty, you honor me with such an offer.
Sir Bedivere, it fits you so.
But with respect, sire, there is something of great importance I must first take care of. I will come immediately after. And please, I ask that you keep your promise to support the restoration of this area.
Of course, it will be done. And to you, Sarah, a debt of thanks.
It is I who is thankful, my lord. There was a time when I knew of no greater monster than Rience, but no longer will I live in fear of him. Had I faced him without your majesty at my side, surely my mind would have remained troubled. I am beyond grateful.
I also extend to you, Sarah, an invitation to Camelot.
I would be honored, your majesty.
Well now, who's just a very special king today then?
Enough banter. Time to leave. There is much I would like to discuss with Merlin.